and got his scores up and running. Dude kicked me to the curb because like he saw me as competition. Like he would send his youngest son over, Matthew. He would send him over and spy on me. You know, while I'm working to see if I'm talking about him or something. He's like, "You talking about my dad today?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, he's a terrible liar too. This dude was so obvious with a lie. You knew he was lying because he'd make a big old blow up face. And I'm like, "Bro, I know you're lying." He's like, "I'm not." I'm like, I was like, "You know it's a sin if you lie, right?" Oh man. But yeah, dude, I wasn't mad at the kids or anything. I was more disappointed in the father. But I saw that as like another mirror, right? I feel like I was gonna become something like that if I kept going on the path I was going. In terms of like ego, in terms of I can get whatever I want, do whatever I want, or just not even allow myself to heal. I saw that version of me. And what was really cool is that all their kids are all the same placements as like my birth chart. So like one was a Gemini, the oldest. Uh, the youngest was a Taurus, which was my moon, and then the oldest son, he was a Sagittarius, which was cool because that's my rising. So like I just saw like all different parts of myself, and I got to experience that. And I thought it was a very genuine time too. Like I got to experience what it was like to be in a family. You know, even if they were faking it, because man, they had me bamboozled, bro. This dude had an agenda the whole time. He just wanted to use me to make money, get his businesses up, because that's what it was, kick me to the curb after I asked for, a raise. So like, bro, what? He started a whole smear campaign too. Bro, what's up with all these people starting smear campaigns, bro? Whenever I come to truth with these people, bro, they can't handle it. Smear campaign. They're just starting like rumors and like false shit, like saying how like, I threatened to kill him and stuff like that. No, I said let's have a talk. Like obviously there's a problem. We need to talk about it. Bro, I was scared because of how calm I was. Because if you remain calm and still, bro, people don't know what to think. They're either the lights on, no one's home, or this dude's something else right now. You know what I mean? Like it's a secret weapon, dude. It's pretty cool. Most time I can just sitting there zoned out, and people think, "Oh, he's mad." I'm like, "Nah, man. I'm thinking about like eating popcorn or something, dude. Like just something random, man." Like, but after that, moved over to Pensacola to work out at a gym. So I got offered a job there, which was awesome. I was like, dude, heck yeah, I'll start my career back up, being a freaking fitness coach for these people. I was like, I slayed people in the Marine Corps. I was like, I slayed myself. I was like, I can slay people too. So that's what I did, and I enjoyed it. You know what I mean? Like every day I would go to work, like I would make like maybe like $20. For the class I would kick, because I had to start out, build up the clients and stuff like that. Like it's not gonna happen fast. But man, I was praying, I was manifesting, abstaining, doing the best that I could, and still like allowed myself to heal, as I healed others. So I'm bleeding through my wounds, helping others heal or showing them, without telling them what to do. And just by me just experimenting on myself with all these natural remedies, all these, blood type diets, really crack down on really mastering blood type diets for people. Like I literally asked for opportunities to come my way in a natural pace of my own understanding, with all these different clients. And I had like 13 different people, dude. Like I was making some good change there. Like I literally put myself in a really good position. And I was helping these people, dude. I was there every single day, all day. I was there like 5 a.m. till like 10 p.m. finishing my lift. I was committed. I was dedicated to those people, dude, to take care of them. You know what I mean? Like me seeing what motivates them, what inspires them, inspires me to be greater for them. You know what I mean? That's not the competition. That's the competition for myself. You know what I mean? I don't try to compete with others. I really don't care because like we're on different paths. You know what I mean? If I'm meant to shine, I'm meant to shine. I'll have my time. I'll be grateful. But if other people are shining in front of me, I'm gonna praise them. I'm gonna send that respect. I'm gonna be like, that's gonna be me one day for sure. You know what I mean? Because like, if you want to live a life of lavish, you have to go through a life of just poverty and just drought and just your dark nights of the soul, man. You gotta learn. You know, you gotta be grateful throughout that whole process. You know, you don't let it make you become so bitter. You know, and that's just how I took that whole situation at the gym. Like, yeah, I reacted in a certain way, but I stood up for myself. You know, dude wanted to play games with me, play mind games with me, start a smear campaign saying how I guess yelled at somebody or whatever, or even touched somebody, started the whole like saying I'm a sex worker, or just hired a spiritualist to study me and stalk me. Dude still stalks me to this day. You know what I mean? Like, dude's got charges for stalking, dude's got charges for strangling people. Like, I mean, I'll talk about my dirt too. Like, I already spoke on that. Like, I'll tell my story from A to Z all day long, and I'll tell it right. You know what I mean? I'm not ashamed. You know, because I've accepted all parts of myself, all choices, all lessons, all decisions I made. You know, a lot of people can't do that because they won't do that. They choose not to. You know, they're skipping that step. That's why people always like hate, you know, on people who are successful because they don't understand what it is that they had to go through. They don't understand the days that they had to spend by themselves or get it out of the mud or figure it out off the rip. You know, not a lot of people can do that. People break down, people give up, people just do drugs and die in a corner. That's what happens when life gets hard. That's real, and it happens a lot. You know, that's why I was at the gym creating a safe space for people. You know, so they wouldn't have to go down that path. You know, feel negative about themselves. Dude, I had a guy. You know, he's great. You know, he thought better of himself. He's like, I want to have a family someday. He's like, but I'm obese and I have red blood cells, you know, sickle disease, you know, so he constantly loses red blood cells all day, you know, and he showed me his doctor's report. It said, oh, you're healthy, you're in great condition, best health of your life. Keep in mind, this dude's like 285 or 265, and he's like 5'7". He's obese. But this dude had heart. I tell you what, he had heart. You know, he didn't quit. I mean, there was times where his life and workflow and health flow were just imbalanced because dude was a night nurse. So he got saving lives trying to save his life. So I see now, I'm like, he's up late at night and he's still coming to the gym. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, he was loved by his family growing up. You know what I mean? He had that red blood cell disease, so it was really hard for him to just cope. So I learned a lot from someone else like that, and that's just one of the people. You know, he's like, I want family someday. I'm like, I'm gonna do that for you, dude. You know what I mean? I was like, you really want to commit to this? I'll do this for you. I'll be here every day with you. We'll be here early in the morning. You know what I mean? Like, I'll walk you through it. I'll make videos for this guy about mobility and let him know how important it is with his blood type diet even. Like, I had him on this special freaking diet. He lost 60 pounds in 2 months. Just from diet. That was before we even started training. And then we started training. You know, that ended up getting cut short because, you know, someone in his family passed away. So he had to pull away. But he would still message me like, hey, boss, you know, I'm working out. You know, send me a workout regimen. I would send him workout regimens. I send him, you know, his macros, his micros every week.
He was dedicated.
You know, like he had a home gym at this new place he moved in, so like money situation was up in the air. So I was like, dude, just whatever you can. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't even like, I need money. I mean, there were times where I had to because I was staying at this apartment that was just draining me, bro. It was like $900 a month on top of all this other crap. Just fit in the comfort of my room on the 4th floor, bro. And I got to park 10-minute walk away. You kidding me, bro? What? I was like, welcome to Pensacola. Oh, motherfucker. This is some dude I went to high school with. Told me, he said, "Oh, this is paradise. Welcome here." He had a mental breakdown, and you know, I ended up going back home. You know, that's like another thing too. Like with karma, like I had another friend said, "Dude, I met him in high school, played football together, and yeah, he played mind games on me, dude. He had me, bro. He did. I mean, he had bipolar, but like he still made a choice though. You know what I mean? Like, he kind of had a mental breakdown saying that people are coming out to get him. And here he had a warrant out for his arrest. And I was like, why you got a warrant out for your arrest, bro? I didn't show up to court. Oh, you didn't show up to court? And it was because like an old lady beat him. Well, like I think it was her walker. Threw her walker at him. He's the one who's bleeding. Cops show up, right? Cops show up. He's the one who's bleeding. He gets taken in. I'm like, bro, they were gonna sweep it under the rug and drop it because she's the one who assaulted you, bro. All you had to do is show up, you know? And it's like, that taught me, it's like, well, I need to show up for myself more now. I was like, well, he didn't show up. I was like, that could happen to me. You know what I mean? I was like, I know that. Ooh, screw that. I was like, I love my freedom. You know what I mean? Like, I love it. You know, it's like, just not take it for granted anymore. You know, time is precious. Time is so freaking valuable, you know? And that's what, like, I taught these guys, you know, seconds, time. I was like, whatever you put in is what you get out. You know, so if they're down there doing flutter kicks, I'm down there doing flutter kicks with them. You know what I mean? Like I'm in the hurt with you. I'm feeling it with you. We're doing this together. You know what I mean? Like that's the type of energy I brought to the table with these people. Like when they're in their left field, I'm like, damn, bro, you look good, man. I had this other guy too. He was an Air Force veteran, and he had a hunch. He had a hunchback over, right? And it was really bad. He was really stiff because he was a teacher. He was a lecturer. All he did was sit down and stand up, you know, for 20 years. Dude's like, you know, depressed, got through a divorce, you know, wife left or whatever to go find better. And I'm like, bro, come here, man. I was like, come here, bro. I got to come under my wing, bro. I'm going to bless you with some gains. Like, homie's 45, like, oh, he's going to get mad if I overage him. We'll just say, he'll say young 40s. We'll say young 40s for the homie out there. But this man, he never quit. Oh, dude, you want to talk about stubborn, wanting to get better no matter what mentality? This dude was out there getting it. I mean, he had a broken tailbone. I still made him do flutter kicks. I mean, like, because at first it was hard for him because he had to put a cushion and everything. Like, I still did modified exercises for him for months, you know, just to help him develop that muscle tissue just around that injury. You know what I mean? Like, I'll help you heal internally and externally, dude. Like, this is what I'm doing for the people, bro. Like, this is so cool. Able to transmute energy for people and help them. Show them parts of themselves, love parts of themselves, be more confident in themselves. You know, it's cool. And then, like, you teach them about an app, they scan it, the barcode says it's hazardous and stuff like that. I had all my clients go home, download it. I'm like, you guys need to check your fridge. It's like, check your fridge, check your pantry. Scan that, toss out what's bad. You know what I mean? So, you know, I had a couple of them tell me a couple stories. They're like, yeah, you know, I was at the grocery store and, you know, I was at Target. I was there for like an hour and a half, you know, scanning groceries. I was just like, yeah, man, it's cool, isn't it? So I taught them something that changed their life for the better, you know? And just all it is like, you are what you eat. Basically, you know what I mean? But you gotta make sure it's the specific food for your blood type diet.
So in a way, spiritually, mentally, physically,
That's it. Yeah.
Emotionally, you are what you take in.
Mm-hmm.
So that's those big words.
And then I had this one girl, cause like I had mostly veterans, cause like they came to the gym to pick me, cause I was the Marine. You know what I mean? Like I even had some guy join the gym, sign up with me the same day. He's like, I saw you on the website. I want you because you're a Marine. And he was a Marine. This dude was so gung ho, Billy badass, bro. This old man strength, bro. Old man strength, bro. So I had this like battle of the branches, basically, like competition between my clients at Navy, Air Force, Army, you know, Marine Corps. I was like, all right, who's the toughest, who's the strongest this week, bro? You know, so. Dude, I was gonna create so much for those guys, and like I still want to be able to do that. You know what I mean? Like, let me get a gym, or let someone sign me for a gym, bro. I'll bring all those people on, and we'll get the show started again. Because it got ruined because somebody got jealous of what I was doing. Like, I was genuinely having fun, bro. Like, I was loving life. Like, I was there. People were like excited to see me, bro. Like, I'm there where I'm needed.
So maybe you don't need a facility. Maybe you be a personal trainer and you reach out
Yeah, and do personals
through
and
the
stuff like
internet, and you can hold classes like at the park or at the city center or whatever to do specific things on specific days. Like start yourself out like
Oh
that.
yeah, because that had a lot to do with me getting that traveling van too. Because like I'm
The main thing with
1099
you
till I
is
die, bro.
your
I'm 1099
personality
till I
and
die.
your rapport, your personality and your rapport builds bonds with your clientele, and
Absolutely.
that's where your biggest magic, your biggest
Your personality is
Yeah.
your portfolio.
yeah. So however you lead it up, it's gonna work out for you. You don't want to lean on anybody else with their own. You want to do your own. So you can do it the way you want to do it.
Yeah, because I mean, I'll still pull up the facilities though, because independent contractor, I'll
Hell
train
yeah.
whatever. Because that's always fun too. Like I love doing collabs and everything. That's really what I wanted to do. But like people got second agendas, man. Like, bro, what you got?
That's keeping yourself
It's like
happy.
you got all this money, the car, the businesses, all this stuff, but you can't be happy. Because it's a choice, people. That's what I saw. This lesson, it was huge for me, dude. Because like this dude had like a similar tattoo as me, had a similar dog as me, dated a similar woman as me. And I seen that, I'm like, bro, is this like another version of me, bro? Like, what's going on, bro? Like, so I had to work with that person. Like, I genuinely thought this person was my friend. Bro, like the whole time, like my discernment was off. Like I had like rose-colored, glasses on. It was until my buddy at Boston, my childhood friend, moved down here. He took a leap of faith. It was just like I did. Just come down. He was huge for him, bro. I'm so proud of him that he did it because his life's 10 times better now. Bro's happy. Bro was just skiing on the mountains. You know what I mean? Like, I'm happy for him. Because he came here, he helped me get my fitness business up. He helped that get going, helped to edit, do the videos and stuff. And what was so crazy is that I thought it was freaking badass, all his videos, his transitions. I thought it was cool. Because I'm the one in there helping him edit, like, putting my little sauce in it. Like, I want it to look like this a little bit. You know what I like. And then he just does it. It's magic. And I showed the videos to the gym dude, right? It's fucking stupid. What? This shit looks so fucking dumb. I was just like, bro, like, your commercials, your little videos look like a cheap, like, I was gonna bring a workout commercial, but it's just so, like, early 2000s, like, maybe 90s called, they want their commercial back. Like, it was just bad, dude. Like, just flexing and stuff. I'm like, what? Like, me in there, I'm just working out, training people, doing this, have a little music in the background. Another thing, too, bro, homie tried copying me, too, which was funny. I think it was like the video with the flying axe. Austin knows what I'm talking about. Shout out to Austin. But that was just, I guess it was the battle of the ego and will phase that I was going through. I was like, does he want the unhealed version or the healed version? Like, what's it gonna be? I was like, I can go 0 to 100 real quick. Like, we could go like tactical military freaking SWAT team on this guy, or we could just like, you know what, leave it up to God. You know what I chose? Well, I'll tell you what, I didn't put no candy paint on or a ghillie suit. I didn't do none of that, man. I was like, you know what? Hey, God, I know you hear me. I know you see what happened. You know my heart. Listen here. I was like, I deserve better. Please do something about this. I mean, I didn't say it that way. I said it in a very aggressive, angry way. Not towards God, but like, I was angry. You know what I mean? And it's just like the rage and anger of like my ancestors were just fueling out. And then like after that, it was gone. Like I got that out, like after I found that out and all that stuff like that. Dude sent over a text message, he was like, oh, you no longer work here, you're no longer banned on the premises and stuff like that. And I was just like, that's not a valid excuse to let somebody go, bro. You're just mad that I'm bringing business to you. Like I'm making this dude money, you know what I mean? He gets a cut out of it. Like what? Like, I'm bringing business to your gym. More people are coming. You're going to get mad that I'm making you money? That was the same thing that happened with my uncle. You going to get mad that I'm making you money because of your ego, bro? Get out of here, dude. Fuck that. That's so annoying, dude. You know what I mean? Like, we had something cool, even if he wasn't manipulating me. Like, I believed it. I loved it. It was so cool. I was like, dude, I got, like a rich friend. Well, he wasn't rich. Like, I ran a whole background check on this dude. Like, I know more about him than he knows himself. You know what I mean? Like, shoot, like, you pop up on my radar, dude, it's hard to miss you. You know what I mean? But Yeah, I don't hold grudges, man. I just leave it up to God in those situations. And dude, the opportunities, the lessons behind it, getting, working different jobs. A lot of people be like, "Oh, you can't keep a job." It's like, bro, when you're with these low vibrational people, bro, and you just radiating, you're just focused on you, you're choosing yourself, they're gonna hate you for that. They're gonna freaking hate you for that. They're like, "Oh, wow, he choosing to be happy? What? Fuck that guy." It's like, what? It's like, you can be happy too. Like, wake up and say, "I want to be happy today." Go do something that makes you happy. You know what I mean? Like,
I think it has a lot to do with when you're walking in your authenticity, and so many people aren't doing that, are so led by social society and doing what and making it look like what everybody else is doing. And so when you got those of us that are walking around our authenticity and making it look good and we got our fear behind it, it rubs those people a different kind of way. They're like it makes them feel like offended, as if we are offensive to them. And then they just feel offended by us. A lot of times they don't even know why they're offended, but it is exactly what you're saying. That's the underlying, that's that iceberg underneath the water. Why they do what they do and why they hate the way they hate is because they wish they could be that too, and they don't understand it.
well, it has a lot to do with us
They
being
live in
mirrors.
fear,
Yeah,
and they live in their fear.
it has a lot to do with fear. Fear drives people down and just steals them away from whatever's deserving of them. What's meant for them in this life. It's do not fear 365 times. I keep saying it. Just don't fear. You know what I mean? Just be fearless every day. Be brave. You know what I mean? Until it's not. Don't play the what if game. Just until it's not. Tell yourself this. Until it's not.
It's because of that hate or that animosity or that evil eye that they have, that they're stagnant in what they can do. You feel me? A lot of people they'll target you. Oh, he has this car, or he drives this, or he has this job, or oh, I can't stand it. But if you let that go, that's what's preventing you from having
That kind of stuff start happening to you too.
Yeah, it'll happen to you too. But if you're stuck on what this person has, what this person does, then you're not going to elevate what you can do, your possibilities of what you can do in life. I mean, that's a real.
I've lived that life, like looking at the people next door, my friends, whatever, and going, we live the same kind of lives. We're like basically the same kind of families, but like they keep moving up, they keep setting up, and they're getting all this and that and all, and they got all this to show for it, but we're still this. What the heck, God? What's going on? I'm good people. I'm praying. I'm earnest. I'm in, but when your eye is on that other person, it's hard to see what it is that you're actually missing and stepping over. But again, I was young, I was dumb, I didn't know any better, and so, but I remember going through those lessons and going, oh, I was so pissed because they had it all, but I wasn't mad at my friends. I didn't like to be around them because they made me feel bad about myself because I didn't have what they had, and I would feel ugly about some kind of whatever, not being able. I'm like, I'm just like them. Why do they get the blessing and I don't get the blessing? I was really, really confused about that, but that's all that inner work. That's that journey of self and
understanding, that everybody's time will come. Because if everybody
understanding your own shadow side, why you want what you want, and why it makes you hurt.
And that perspective, that way of thinking is a blockage. And I'm not gonna lie, I had my point of time when I was young. When I used to, I don't say I don't know, but look up to like certain basketball players, certain rappers. I want to play basketball. I want to be just like Mike. Feel me? But no, Mike's profession is Mike's profession. So Michael Jordan's profession is his profession. I want to reach my own. I want to create my own profession. So as long as I'm focused on that vision of creating my own perfection, then there will be nothing else that will block me from reaching that. If I'm not focused on the next perspective, perfection. So it's an art. Manifestation.
I ain't got no room or time to block manifestations if I'm doing the thing that I'm supposed, if I'm in it and I'm doing the thing that I'm supposed to be doing, I'm never gonna be thinking twice about what anybody or whatever or what I don't have, therefore there's no room, nothing, sending out those blocks. Everything is supposed to be mine anyway, it's coming at me. I send out the blocks by questioning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because everything comes from God, and like before you know it, everything can be gone the next day. So that's why it's just always just be grateful for what you have, and not what you want or what you could have or what others have. You know, and that has a lot to do with jealousy and envy too. Like a lot of people are jealous, like, oh, I wish I grew up like her and had that opportunity when I was this age and doing this and doing that. And it's like, well, the choices you made led you up to this point in life. You know what I mean? Like her choices are different than yours. You know what I mean? And it just all boils down to the choices you make for yourself.
You wouldn't look the same. You would have still been the same. You're the same person. You would have made different choices than they made. It would have.
Yeah, you still
You could have been given all the same stuff. It wouldn't have been the same.
Who knows, if you would have took that, when you take your journey, the decision that you made for you, the better you was probably a better decision that she made in her decision and her journey of her becoming her. I mean, like, when I want to drink orange juice or apple juice this morning. When you drink the orange juice, you get the vitamin C. You drink the apple juice, you get the vitamin D. I don't know if it was vitamin D. I ain't go to the
I mean, like that's why, like I try to tell people, like when you do
You
your
get bound with that.
when you do your shadow work and your inner healing, it just has a lot to do with how. I just lost train of thought.
And we'll be right back.